I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which I live and work, the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation and their elders from past and present. I live in a suburb called Yokine. I have lived in this area since moving to Noongar country from Ireland 7 years ago. I was not aware until I started work on this project that the name Yokine is derived from the Noongar word meaning native dog. In this picture I am standing beside the swamp where the name originated from. There is no evidence of the origin of the suburb's name here at this place. I continue my search by walking on country to Dog Swamp Shopping Centre. I am struck by the lack of value and acknowledgement of the Whadjuk people. The dominance of non-Aboriginal culture is reinforced by the white faces of toys in the shops and the Caucasian models in all of the pictures and advertisements. What it means to be beautiful is defined by the dominant group here. I feel sad and a little ashamed that I never noticed these things in the past. The fact that I've never thought about it means that I'm in a position of privilege. As I travel through my local environment, I reflect on the degree of engagement I have had with Aboriginal culture and country since moving to Noongar country. Initially, I knew nothing. I heard stories from others which to a large extent included racist stereotyping and negative generalisations. In my first year here, the only Aboriginal people I met were those that got together here in Northbridge at night, and I was told by others to stay away from Aboriginal people here because they were dangerous. On reflection now I can see that these stories encompassed archetypes and stereotypes located within the deficit paradigm. These stories were inspired by social and political histories of racism and oppression, and unfortunately these are supported by mainstream media and dominant governance systems. There was so much that I was not told about the past. There was so much that I was not told about the present. Or was it that I never thought to look because of my position of privilege? In my third year of living on Noongar country, I started work on a collaborative project with an Aboriginal medical service in the Pilbara region. For first meeting for this project, I asked the Aboriginal health worker about the culture and the language spoken at the Aboriginal medical service, and she didn't know. Embarrassed as I had made an assumption. The woman was not from the Pilbara or from Perth, and I had assumed that she would know about people from other Aboriginal nations. I had neglected to account for diversity, the diversity of culture, country, people and identity that I now know is of fundamental importance. For reflection, I think there is a considerable lack of acknowledgement and value placed on Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, cultures and country in my local environment. However, also I've noticed that where acknowledgement exists, I have not recognised it before now due to my position of privilege and a lack of true information sharing. Working on this project has enabled me to begin to understand the diversity that is characteristic of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples of the land on which I live and work. I will also be mindful of intersectionality and the complexity of the human identity going forward. I hope that my awareness and commitment to humility will enable me to be an effective ally to people experiencing oppression now and into the future.